shut up.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give me peace.
Why so serious?
You take the blonde and I'll take the one in the tailor.
This is Sparta!
I'll have what she's having.
Well, welcome to this time of the Screen Squad. Like always, I'm Vinny.
Mozzie.
And
And this week we're talking about Marvel's Eternals. Oh, the Eternals. The
felt like an eternity, the movie.
Oh, no. So, the movie's getting a lot of real bad reviews. And
Yeah, but it's always
getting
critics
cut-
who
and it's
give
getting-
bad reviews.
It's getting, oh, like us. And it's getting cut out of like
But it's people who don't actually
places.
watch these movies and actually go, "Oh, look, they're all combined. They're all mixed in somehow."
Not allowed to
Yeah, I
be.
watched the movies. What are you talking about?
They're not.
know,
It's not allowed to be shown in. It was
True.
pulled from theaters in like the Middle East.
Well, I wonder why.
I don't see anything wrong with the movie.
Well, they had a. You want me to say?
Wait. So we're talking about Marvel's Eternals.
Marvels.
Marvel's Eternals. Oh,
Hey,
weird
hey, Shang-
Jack Kirby.
Shang-
comic book? Jack Kirby?
Shang-Chi's in the M.
Yeah, I know. They added Shang-Chi now to the intro in Marvel. A movie that starts with a Star Wars crawl. Kind of. A movie that's more drama than action. But it has good action. I enjoyed it. So I enjoyed this movie. I don't care what people say. I'm going to say it. I liked it. Liked it. I'm watch it again.
Well, you did like A Walk in the Clouds too.
With Keanu Reeves.
Part 2.
I keep messing up those movies.
Well, that's
What's
a
the
good
other
movie.
one
Wait,
with,
you watched it?
what's
No,
her
no, no,
name?
no. A Walk in the Clouds with Keanu
Walk
Reeves.
to Remember.
Keanu Reeves, A Walk in the Clouds, a good movie. Remember that? That's
Oh,
the first
I
time
don't know
ever.
about that,
That's,
but,
that's the first time
Walk
I
to
ever
Remember.
heard. That's the first time I ever heard the Pretenders. I'll stand by you in the commercials. If you remember back in the day, it's the whole Vineyard movie. That movie's great.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
No, I meant to Walk to Remember.
No. At this point, now you're gonna be talking about A Walk in the Clouds. Keanu Reeves is coming back from the war. His girlfriend, his wife, like cheats on him, and he falls in love with this Mexican lady or Latin or because the dad's Italian. I don't know what's going on. In the
They're not
Vineyard.
all Mexican, bro.
No, it is, but it's Mexicans.
Well, Anthony
All
Quinn's in it,
Hispanics are not
so
Mexicans.
Anthony Quinn's in it, but he's not Mexican.
He is.
Is he? Wow, he,
Yeah,
does,
his
he, speaks,
name's
he,
Anthony
speaks, he
Quintanilla,
speaks
first of
real.
all.
He speaks real bad Spanish in the movie.
Yeah,
Number
no,
one.
he's,
Well.
And
he's
then the
very
dad,
Americanized.
then the dad in the movie, I
Well.
believe, is Italian. So it's like, but it's a good movie. I enjoy it, especially the part where with spoilers in that movie when the vineyard burns down.
Yeah, and then at the end they find that one tree. They're like, "Can you save this?" And like, "Yes, I can." Get some water now, please. Now, put it in the water. We can
And
plant
it's,
it,
and,
grow
it's, and
more
it's all
later.
because the dad gets drunk. There you go. Movie's great.
Yeah.
Movie's great. But we're talking about the Eternals.
First of
Marvel's
all,
Eternals.
Oh wait, no, you forgot the part that he plays the part of a guy of her lover, the girl's lover, the dad,
her boyfriend because she's actually pregnant. I know.
Yeah, by someone else.
That's a,
Yeah.
that's a secret in the movie. You can't give all the spoilers out on a movie people haven't ever
Well,
seen.
don't say spoilers. If Vineyard burns down, that's not.
Yeah,
that's
but
not a spoiler.
that's a big
dumb.
spoiler.
It's dumb.
You're dumb.
You're dumb.
Your
The
face is
beginning of this whole thing seems like the Eternals.
Yeah, it does.
So, Marvel's Eternals, based on the Jack Kirby run and everything, and it has a diverse cast. Right, it has a very diverse cast, a worldly.
What do you mean
cast.
by diverse?
All kinds of colors, all kinds of creeds, all kinds of everyone, right? Everyone.
like
You mean humans?
yeah,
It has a bunch
everybody.
of humans in it.
Yeah, it feels more regular.
I just like seeing Salma Hayek in movies. She's what?
It's a good movie. I enjoyed it, but you don't realize like from the trailers. Again, there's gonna be a lot of spoilers in this movie. A lot of spoilers.
Spoilers. Boring.
Right? A lot of boilers. A lot of spoilers. But definitely the Eternals. You have a big group of people. The first thing, I think the cast is great. I think everyone does a great job in the movie. I think the acting is really good.
Kamel looked like yoked.
Yeah, and from Stuber to this movie, right?
Yeah, huge difference.
There's a huge difference in his jawline. It's like chiseled. After he
Yeah,
got all
That's
buff.
old news, though. That's old
No, I
news
know,
because
but-
that came
Yeah,
out
no,
like 2
but-
years ago.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if you-
but
if
it's
you're
the
watching
first
the
movie
movie-
he's done it. First movie he's actually showed it in. And he showed pictures of it on his Instagram and yada yada. But in a movie to actually have it have the whole reason he got into shape. Yeah, it looks like it paid off for him a lot,
But again, but everyone
and he still kept his comedy.
but everyone in the movie, that's the thing, like all the actors, everyone was all the acting was really good in the movie. I enjoyed the acting. Was it a good, perfect movie? No.
No.
By no means was it a perfect, but was it enjoyable? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself. Although, and I told you this, Ozzy, at the and when the movie finished, that it was too heavy-handed on like the romance. It was too romantic, and I think that kind of made it too slow at certain points. There was too much of the gazing at each other, but it didn't take me out of the movie. Like I enjoyed the story. It did feel, again, I think because of that element, it felt very different than the other Marvel movies because they did more of a character thing. Like every character got to shine, right? And not just action wise. Like everyone was actually acting. Like everyone got a real story. Like you have Thena, Angelina Jolie's character Thena, that has
She going
dementia.
crazy.
That has dementia. A superhero that has dementia, right? You have a flawed leader in Ajax.
Icarus.
Ajax.
Oh,
Salma
okay.
Hayek.
All right.
Wait,
She's-
dementia?
Yeah.
She was remembering everything. What are you talking about,
No,
dementia?
But her mind was messing with her because of she was going crazy and
But she
attacking
was
people.
remembering
Yeah,
everything.
But it was one of those things that it made it at the
Usually
beginning.
when you have dementia, you forget everything.
No, that's
Actually, no,
Alzheimer's.
that's not true either. But
That's
that's
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's. But dementia it breaks in different ways. We're not getting into this about
So,
dementia.
you have someone that has mental issues, right?
My
You have-
grandmother has.
you
My
have- and you
grandmother
have-
has dementia.
But you have everyone that but everyone's in love with everyone. I think that's another issue. Like that I have like, yes, they've been around with each other for like almost 7,000 years, and it's bound to happen. But everyone's in love with each other.
Yeah, I mean the first romance you see is Icarus and Cersei. Then you see Dung and what's her name?
You have Thena and
Druig. Druig.
You have Thena and Gilgamesh. You have Druig and the speedster. I forgot the speedster's name.
Flash.
No, not the Flash.
Ezra Miller. Got you. So
No.
Ezra Miller and Druig. Who
Makari. You had Makari and Druig.
Sure, we'll go with that.
You have Makari and Druig. You have Thena and Gilgamesh, and you have Cersei.
Right.
And you have Sprite and Icarus. You have all this. You have all these things. But again, I think that was just a little bit too much. Like there's too much of that romance stuff in the
You mean
movie.
too many relationships in one spot?
It was a lot.
One would be fine. Two is a little pushing it. Three, what?
But like
It was
everyone,
like a
Love
soap
triangle.
opera.
it did feel
Hey,
very
we
much
watch
like a
we watch
soap opera.
novellas growing up. Happens.
It did feel very much like a soap opera.
You did have Salma Hayek.
But
There you go. See,
it wasn't again, it didn't take me out of the movie and didn't kill the movie for me because I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the fact, that it is a big threat in the movie, even though it feels like a smaller Marvel movie. Right? It feels like a smaller Marvel movie where you're not
all these
really-
movies you're gonna see recently are all gonna be setup movies.
Yeah,
So-
that's what this was. That's what it was.
Well, things all these movies are setup movies because they're setting up.
They're
for
they're
what?
trying to
A
break
big old
away
Avengers movie.
from they're trying to break away from the originals. They're
And
bringing
also-
in more fantastical things, more monsters, more. That's what they're
Yeah,
doing.
like you Shang-Chi had
Yeah,
dragons, which kind of made
That
it
was-
more mystical and magical.
But Shang-Chi wasn't a setup movie.
It kind of is.
it kind of is. Yeah, they're bringing in
They're
other
all-
stuff.
they're all
No,
setup
no,
movies
but
'cause
but
they're all
there's
setting
no,
up
but
for,
there's
like,
no, but
a
there's a
big Avengers
no, but
movie.
there's a difference. There's a difference between Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and
Garbage.
Shang-Chi and Eternal.
First, that was a throwaway movie. It wasn't.
That's a
movie.
garbage movie.
No, exactly. That's a setup movie. That movie was only made to set something else up. At least in Eternals and Shang-Chi, it's a good introduction to these characters. Like it's telling a story, and yes, it ends in a cliffhanger. But what other Marvel movies don't end the cliffhanger? That's the
They
whole
all do.
point.
They all end up
They
like
all
that.
end the
No,
so,
but
so
that's
you
not
can't really
it.
say that it's a setup movie.
Well, no,
Yeah,
but
because they're
they
bringing
all,
in Go ahead.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
you go. No, go, go.
No, you go.
No, go.
No, go.
All right, fine. So, all these, specific, like big movies, they do set up something for one big picture, so you can have a final battle of some sort. But you have to set up to figure out who fits and why they fit there. That's why they set them up. The fact that you're gonna have Shang-Chi connected to Doctor Strange and probably the Captain Marvel in some sort of way. I don't know.
But all the
you'll have-
Marvel movies have been like that. So how can you say
Yeah,
that?
no,
that
no, no.
This
But
is any
same, that's
different?
what's the thing. That's the thing.
But this is
They're all,
again.
but all those Marvel movies are all setup movies for the Avenger movies. Like
Yeah.
the Iron Man's, the Hulk, or whichever Hulk you want to
Mhm.
say is actually part of this whole thing. They're all these movies, they're all setups for an Avengers movie, a big old like let's get together and party kind of thing. It's like you had like, these are all individual stories. Like it can hardly wait. You have individual stories, and they all put together in a party.
You literally
house
just
party.
described
But
every
it's
single Marvel
but it's
movie.
because in the
Well, I
in
know.
the in the phase one you have everything taking place on Earth, and then slowly they start bringing in characters, Thanos and all his clan or whatever. But now everything's just about what's going on in other universes. So that's the difference. They're bringing that stuff in now. So it is like a breakaway movie. Which started with Shang-Chi though, because you had the dragons and all that stuff. And then this is another part of that where they're trying to break away from that to bring in all the other stuff that they're going to do.
But
Yeah, and
but
it was
they've been-
Shang-Chi.
That's the difference.
Mhm.
Everything's on Earth in phase 1 and now it's breaking away.
Mhm.
And then I understand with this, even like with this one, they try to make it like a standalone movie but yeah, it doesn't.
Well, it's more in the like Vinny said, it's very dramatic.
Yeah.
It's more dramatic. It kind of feels like the way Thor felt out of place compared to all the other
Yeah.
Marvel movies. So eventually, it's gonna lighten up for Eternals or whatever.
You know
they
it's
do
a
with the
Marvel
Eternals.
movie because it has the logo, but it doesn't feel like a Marvel
Mhm.
movie.
And they sprinkle in other things about other Marvel characters as well. Like
Plus,
you
it
see-
has a sex scene,
yeah,
yeah, which is
like
which is
Well,
completely
but it
out of
wasn't-
place from
Mhm.
all the other Marvel movies.
yeah. And I was telling Vinny about it, like while we're watching. Hey, they're on the sand. Sand gets everywhere. That's
Mhm.
got to be uncomfortable.
So it's a different it's a Marvel movie, but it feels like it doesn't belong.
Yeah.
But they're bringing in characters that are going to be there later.
Mhm.
It just doesn't. It feels out of place.
Now I know he says he don't wear capes, but did he wear a condom? No,
There's a machine.
no.
They're
They're
machines. They're
machines.
robots.
Spoilers. Spoilers. They're machines.
Yeah. So, it's
So-
actually, well, with that spoiler, since you brought that up, so technically, all right, another spoiler: Icarus dies. Oh, he flies into too close to the sun.
He flies
Like
into it.
this. He flew in like this.
Yeah. Okay. So,
If you don't see him
Uh,
die on screen, they don't die.
well,
He flew into the sun.
there's a bunch of copies of him already, so he's gonna come back anyways. If any of them die,
It's
there's
been proven.
copies already.
Mhm.
Heck, she had that like vision. Going, what? By the way,
Didn't he
that looks
die in the
horrible.
Red Wedding?
No, but you didn't understand that. That's not really copies of them. That was all the other Eternals that are created. Remember,
It's just their memories that get erased.
Yeah, they just get it. It's what is that? What is the stupid guy's
Reboot?
celestial
Arishem?
name? Yeah, Arishem. Arishem. He showed Cersei all the Eternals that he's built, not just a bunch of copies of them.
No, but
He's-
she
there's-
saw copies of each one of them.
No, she saw all the Eternals that Arishem was
She
building.
saw herself.
She saw her, yeah, because he showed her how they built
she saw
them.
Icarus.
But you gotta watch it again. Icarus, right? So she saw all the Eternals built,
don't.
right?
Oops, Icarus.
She saw all the Eternals that are built. That's why when you get to the post credit scene and you get introduced, this is the one thing that was the question that was left for me, which I told you on the ride back, that so if Thanos' brother Eros, Star Fox, is an Eternal, and that
So
means
Thanos.
Thanos is an Eternal, which means was so in the comic book, Thanos is an Eternal with a deviant gene. So now that kind of like throws like a lot of stuff off for me. Like I'm like, okay, well, why did he want to destroy the world and like all this stuff? And then he wasn't
could be
real.
could be that he
which
was
which
probably-
also, if you think about it, makes sense now a little bit more too. Why he was making Nebula and he was putting mechanical stuff into like Gamora, like a lot of stuff. Like but again, it's just they put a lot of stuff in this. There's a lot of stuff in this movie. A lot of stuff in this movie.
in a way,
That-
in a
that's
way,
Too
if-
much stuff.
that is- that
It's
is
just
unanswered,
so
right?
long.
Here's the thing, though.
See-
It's if you think about the whole Thanos thing, you know, if you really do keep thinking about it, was Thanos really the bad guy?
Yeah,
Like, no, like I mean,
yeah. He killed Gamora.
yeah,
Yeah, and
For a
because of
reason.
him, because of him, Iron Man dies,
yeah,
and
for a reason.
and Black Widow dies.
What was the reason?
I just felt like he wanted a stone.
He's trying to get rid of his kidney stones.
You saw him cry, right? Have you ever peed out a kidney stone?
Yes.
It hurts.
Yeah.
That's what
He's
I've
still the
been
bad
told.
guy. He's
Yeah,
still the bad guy.
he's still
Well,
a
see,
real big bad guy.
the thing is,
See,
he's not a bad guy to himself, but to him, he's
well,
a
you-
hero.
I know
He's
you
trying
said
to-
that
Still a
every,
bad guy.
but like you said, every villain is
Every
he's the
good
hero,
villain
is a hero
is
in
a
their
hero.
own story,
Mhm.
in their own story. Well, yeah, I understand that, but still, it's like there's
Have we passed 10
it's,
minutes
there's
yet?
there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of
Oh,
stuff
no.
that gets that happens in this in the movie. There's a lot of story. There's a lot of story. There's they fit
A lot of
they fit-
pointless stuff.
They fit too much. They fit a lot of
For
stuff.
now.
They put a lot of
Pointless
stuff
for
in.
now.
Not fit. They put a lot of stuff in the movie, to try to add exposition. But I think one of the big problems is that you have the Eternals. You have a lot of characters. You have a lot of stuff to cover, right? I think the standout characters to me, I liked Gilgamesh.
Kingo.
Kingo, that was in the movie, maybe like what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
No, but Kingo and his valet.
Yeah, the
were hilarious.
Number one, the valet was like some of the best, like the funniest stuff in the movie. He was
Yeah.
he was a comedy, but I think the standout characters definitely was Druig and Gilgamesh.
No, Gilgamesh, you felt everything like he felt, like, you know, when he had we had to help Athena for like from her issues, you know, just you see that he's trying to, like, you know, keep it together so she
Yeah,
doesn't
and
like
instead
freak
of
out.
instead of
I-
wiping her mind, he decided to take care of her.
I also like Thena.
Yeah,
I liked her character.
She didn't say much.
And
You
then
notice that?
again, they don't really explain that after the deviant, which I don't remember if they gave the deviant a name.
Core.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that deviant, as soon as he's like was about to kill Athena, like
By the way,
like in
the
the final
voice of he was voiced by
Peter Sarsgaard,
Howie Mandel.
by Pennywise. Yeah.
right? It's
Was it Bill Skarsgård?
I thought it was Peter.
Pennywise. I said Pennywise, right?
I don't think it was Bill.
No, it was Bill Skarsgård.
Or was it?
Yeah, it was Bill. I thought yeah, it was Pennywise. But
It sounded familiar, so I had to look it up. Sorry.
as soon as he was about to kill her, like sucking all sucking all the power out, her mind, he took all the bad memories, right? Because like he fixed her brain at that point, and I liked when she smoked him like in pieces. Like that fight, she had really she had really good fight scenes. You know, the one
Well, she's an actual fighter. She's
the
a
one-
she's a goddess of war.
she inspired.
Lara Croft.
She inspired the goddess of war. The one person I think was really relatively like in a fight useless. There's two people that are useless in the fight in
Me?
this movie:
Sprite.
Sprite and Ajax. Because if you think about it, Ajax didn't fight at all when
She's a general. She heals everybody.
right. She's the healer, and
You
then
got her-
by the end of the movie, that power gets transferred into Cersei because now she can heal herself.
I think she has a small fight scene, doesn't she?
I don't remember ever seeing her fight because the time she fights those deviants, when again,
Oh, yeah,
spoilers.
yeah, you're true. You're true.
Again, spoilers when
They kill her.
when Icarus like turns on him and he pretty much gets Ajax killed.
First of all, how did she not die falling from that. He's
She's
like
an
large
eternal.
distance.
because she's an eternal.
Doesn't matter. She's still in a human body.
And
She's in a robot
she's only
body.
when she's fighting. She only dies because Kor gets her gets like surprise attacks her, and stabs
Yeah.
her and then takes her power.
I mean, she could have floated down if she wore a cape, but she don't wear capes. Sorry. I
Yeah.
keep saying
So
this.
so you have so I think those two were relatively useless in the fight, right? That's why they're not part of the fight. But like you have again, like the Gilgamesh fight, I liked how Gilgamesh Fastos was cool. Like but again, for me the standouts acting wise, definitely to me was Gilgamesh and Druig. I liked Druig's. I know that Druig in the comic book at one point wants to be the leader, and he's kind of a villain in the comic book.
But
But
he
in
comes
the,
off as a villain in the beginning.
Yeah.
You kind of think, oh, he's going to be the bad guy that turns on everybody. But in reality, it's
they
you know,
switch the roles, and it's Icarus,
Icarus,
that's really the bad guy.
Yeah, but you could see that from the beginning.
Yeah, kind of. If you watch it, you can, but it's still I like that flip where you don't use Druig, and then that Druig, because Druig has the face. He has that villain face. That actor has that villain face. If you ever saw that movie, what is it? Not The Lobster.
Omen.
The Killing of a Sacred Deer. with Colin Farrell.
Why-
You never
why-
seen that one?
Fuck, what the heck are you talking about?
That's a movie. You gotta watch it.
I caught myself.
Yeah, so it's a
We're
good movie,
past 10
right?
minutes or no?
Yeah, we're way past. We're like 20 minutes.
Okay,
in.
cool.
So you have he's
All right, so
Tourette's.
Yeah, he's a good. Like, see that guy, and he has apparently he has some sort of part in the Batman movie, the new Batman movie. That they haven't said who he plays.
Spoiler alert.
So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Plays
But
Jimmy
but I like those characters. I like the fact that, when the whole Icarus turns and everyone has to fight against them. I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the little bit of action that it has. I enjoyed the grandness of the fight. But this definitely, for being a smaller Marvel story, that it's supposed to be a smaller Marvel story, the villain is really an Earth destroying like villain, instead of like something smaller that it's only contained within like a small area. If they didn't finish this villain off, the Celestial, the Earth would have been completely destroyed.
I mean, technically, it's actually they're their own enemy. It's
Again,
It's,
there's
more infighting.
everyone's like there's part of it is the Eternals are villains if you think about it, right?
they are.
They're all they are there under the guise of being there for something else, but they're
They think
they
they're
don't
doing
know.
something
But
good, but they don't know what they're doing until they
you
find
have-
out. They're
you
like,
have-
oh
yeah,
crap!
but you have Ajax.
still gotta do
But
this
you have
shit.
Ajax that she knows. Ajax knows.
She knows.
So that's villainy. Icarus knows.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he's the villain.
No, but he doesn't know until later, when they separate, because he says that's when Ajax tells him.
No, she told me that back in Babylon.
Mm-hmm.
No, in
He's
the
six-
Inca. No, in the Inca thing.
He had already
When they
told him.
said he said when they all separated, when she tells him to go on their own ways, that's when she tells him.
And then definitely the Celestial Arisham is a villain,
Yeah.
but he's just trying to get planets
He-
pregnant.
Well, he ends up being the judge at the end
Mm.
because he says, "All right, you know what?
Which I like. I like that end when they're all chilling at the park, and then you just see a giant Celestial in the sky, and he's just like that.
Sucks
He's
him back up.
he's way bigger than the world. Like they're just
It is
huge.
it does look great. It's a good looking movie.
Yeah,
I don't take
that's
that
the
away
one thing.
from it.
It's
a
a
good
Well,
looking movie.
there's
really
moments where I thought like some
Mm.
of the CG was just kind of like they said,
Nah.
you can't get this light going. Screw it, just put it in, leave it in.
no.
I'm not looking for that anymore.
I-
It looks pretty good. That
I
scene at
enjoyed
the
it.
end is really nice looking.
I enjoyed it. And then when we get to the
Post-credits?
post credits, you have the two post credit scenes, right? Where you have the one with Thanos' brother played by Harry Styles, and you have Patton Oswalt playing the troll, right?
Pip.
Pip the
That
troll.
CGI was bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
yeah. Because
That was bad.
that felt like it was thrown in like really quick or whatever. But
Yeah, that was bad.
It's like you had an extra year to take care of that. Come on.
And the Harry style, I can't. All I see is One Direction.
I just don't know where they're gonna go with that. I don't know if he's gonna be part of like is this gonna be a Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy character at this point, or what's gonna happen?
He's
But-
got pretty decent comedy chops. Plus, same time, you know, he's not a bad actor.
What?
Have you watched?
He's only one. He's only been in Dunkirk.
Which I still haven't seen.
He's not bad at it. He's actually pretty decent, but he doesn't have that big a role. But he does play his role
Wow.
to where he should.
Sorry, he's the next De Niro.
No, tampoco. No. Well, I mean,
Tampoco, man.
I
Tampoco.
mean, first of all, De Niro does this a lot. That's it. That's all he does now. And then he doesn't know how to punch anymore. So come on, screw that old man.
No, because you're like, oh, he's such a great actor. One
No.
movie.
He's
like the
showing
best.
he's showing that he has the skill to maybe do something like worthwhile. So it's kind of like it's one of those things like it. It's
Man,
kind of like when
throws
you,
me off.
It's like when you first see Robert Pattinson, you're like, he's Edward. Who cares? But in reality, you're like, oh, this guy can actually act. If you watch like that Water for Elephants movie or that black and white movie that he did that I can't remember what it was. What's it called? Some weird circus movie. I don't know.
Isn't that what like Water for Elephants?
That's the
That's the
what's
circus
that
movie.
black and white movie that he did?
I don't know. And I
You know
don't-
what I'm talking about, right?
Twilight.
No, it's a black and white movie, not like pale and white movie.
Wasn't there a
The
black and white?
Artist?
I don't know. No, wasn't that the other one that ends with the the dance scene at the end? But
La La Land?
but then if you go to okay, and then
Sing?
Wait, no, wait.
Sing?
Moonlight. All right.
yeah. But again, that post credit scene wasn't the one that I was more excited for. I was excited for the one, the very last one, which I didn't know anything about. Right, I didn't know anything about it until I had heard that Harry Styles was in the movie. I didn't read anything about the movie. I went in.
That's what you were.
blank.
That's what you were
No,
waiting for.
I was
No.
waiting for the second one because that's the
The
one I didn't know
first
about.
one.
No, the second one, the one
Oh,
at
the
the very
second
very
one,
end.
that's right,
The one at the
the
very
Black
very
Knight.
end. With the Black Knight, right? With Jon Snow, kind of. He was about to tell her about his.
Wasn't that
family history.
announced though? I wasn't surprised.
No, not that. I was surprised at the fact that it was Mahershala Ali. His
Oh,
voice
wow.
with
Blade.
Blade.
God.
That's Blade.
Butchering names here.
I still can't pronounce it. It's hard.
Mashallah?
That guy, which is a great actor. Green Book, great movie. But
Yeah.
I
He was,
100%.
he was also
I
one of the bad guys
so-
in Luke Cage.
in Luke Cage, yeah, he was Cottonmouth, and I was like, I didn't think he was gonna have a connect. Like they were gonna connect him, Blade, with this movie, even though you don't see him, you hear his voice, and I was like, that's awesome. I automatically knew that was Blade because I had seen Alita, Battle Angel, and I had seen Luke Cage. I had seen a lot of stuff that he's done, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Now they're okay because we hadn't heard anything about Blade in a while, and the fact that they at least just voice dropped them was good. And so that's what I was surprised about. But overall, I enjoyed the movie enough that I'd watch it again, and I'm probably gonna watch it again. I enjoyed it that much. I mean, again, by no means is Eternals the best Marvel movie, but it definitely doesn't deserve to be lumped up with Thor: The Dark World.
No, yeah, I don't think it's the worst either. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Iron
thought
Man 2?
it was okay. It is a great looking movie.
Mhm.
The acting is really good. I liked all the characters. It's just too long, unnecessarily long.
It was.
They
was
could have made that really
Mhm.
short.
yeah, and again, I
When
think,
they gathered each Eternal, when they went looking for them, all that stuff could have been condensed,
Mhm.
and then it would have been tighter, faster. It was just at times it was really boring.
Mhm.
That's what it
So,
was for me.
Brian Terry Henry was pretty hilarious in the movie too.
Yeah, but again, we're not taking away from the characters. I think
I
think
love how they brought in. They
Mhm.
still, even though it's DC, they still brought in like a couple like instead of Batman reference with the Alfred thing.
Mhm.
They got the
Superman.
Superman reference. Yeah, Star Wars. They just throw in pop culture things because pop culture. It's part of the culture. They're not dismissing that it exists. So
And
it's kind of nice.
The other thing for me, like I said before, is that it doesn't feel like a Marvel movie. It feels like it's something else, just with little Marvel references here and there.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It didn't feel like part of the universe, so I didn't.
See, I think
See,
that's
cool
why
thing-
that's the reason why I enjoyed it more because it did feel like not really a Marvel.
And the
movie.
romance was trash.
But yeah, that's another thing. The drama and the romance stuff.
Not the drama. Not the drama, because I don't mind
yeah,
the drama. We
but it was
talked
the-
about that with
yeah.
what was the last one we watched?
Black Widow.
The last movie we watched.
That's
No,
what we
what was
watched
the?
together.
Oh, like Dune.
Uh huh.
The
Ugh.
drama in Dune is good, but
See, but Dune
this
felt
was
long to me. This didn't feel Dune long to me, right?
no.
Like this
This
is the
felt
opposite.
long.
But again, I think the romance of it is what kind of just
Yeah.
made things stretch too long. There was just
You
too
don't-
many
you don't-
too many
you don't believe in
glances.
love, man.
No, it's not that. It's just there's too many glances, too much of this. It's not the romance itself. It's the fact of how they portrayed it in the movie with a lot of like slow glances, and they were stretching scenes out for no reason. That was the problem. That was the
I am
problem.
so
That
beautiful.
they were packing. They were just like packing the things in like in the scenes when they could have just cut. Like again, yeah, I agree. They could have cut some scenes. They could have cut the slim stuff
A lot
down.
of stuff out.
But again, I didn't hate the movie, but it's not the best one. But it's not. It's an enjoyable movie. I enjoyed it so much that again I would watch it again. But again, I say again that it's not on my top of Marvel movies. But it's not. It's not the bottom.
very bottom
But
either.
It's not the bottom.
It's never gonna. No Marvel movie is ever gonna be the worst, because I always compare them to Captain Marvel
Or Thor: The Dark World.
or Thor: The Dark. Those two are the
Or just
worst.
Hulk.
How dare you?
Hulk.
No, but that's not this Marvel movie. We're talking about these Marvel movies.
Well, it depends which Hulk.
That's Ang Lee's Hulk.
Yeah,
I-
Ang Lee's
I-
Hulk is. Ugh.
Missteps.
like-
Those are
I like his,
missteps,
like-
right? Those are missteps.
Those
I don't mind the
these-
other Hulk.
Yeah, the Edward Norton Hulk.
I
is
like
fine.
Edward Norton.
Ed Norton one is good. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, but see, again, it doesn't go. This one does not deserve to be, have this much bad,
Peep, peep.
this much bad,
Well, because there's
this
also
many bad
been
reviews.
this-
But the thing is, what you notice is that it's not the people who watch it aren't giving the bad reviews. It's the critics that have given the bad reviews.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I mean, it's split again, but it's like it's not a 10 when people will watch it. Definitely not a 10, but it's not a 5 or it's not a 4. It's definitely like what we're saying. It's like a
They're-
7.
they're-
It's like a
they're
good
treating
set,
this
like a
movie the
middle,
way-
I like
a
a
mid
maybe a
7.
6.
It's like a mid
They're-
7.
They're treating
6
this
for
movie.
me.
They're treating this movie like they did the Hellboy movie with David Harbour.
But that
Like-
movie's dumb.
That movie was enjoyable, fun. That was just
Nah,
fun.
I didn't
It
like
was just
that
fun.
movie.
I thought it was just fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
No.
violent. It kept
It was
kept
boring.
the lightheartedness
That was
of it.
boring too.
Tommy loves it,
Yeah, well,
but whatever.
He's 5.
yeah.
He'll be
Not
5.
yet. Not yet.
He's gonna be 5 since
And he
yeah.
watched it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
When he was 2.
Oh, he used to love it. He used to love watching it. I don't know why. We
I'd rather watch
that,
the original Hellboys.
Venom. Well, you know what? And I would too. Except
Yeah, that's why
He
I
looks-
didn't.
the more you watch it, the more I watch him though, I more go, wow, he really is old in this stuff, and like he is physically already
Ron
old.
Perlman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And this,
he
so I
is.
mean, having David Harbour be there, kind of with like no neck, it's kind of weird, but kind of cool at the same time. Dude, he had like no neck in Hellboy, but he had like he was built like me for
No, he wasn't.
Black Widow.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah, see, yeah.
yeah, for Black
Still
Widow,
fits.
definitely. Thor
It's
in
leather,
Endgame
so
was
kinda-
built like you.
Huh?
Thor in Endgame when you.
No,
was
I
built
think
like
Thor in Endgame still has better shape.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's true.
I'm in shape round.
Again, overall, by no means is this a perfect movie.
It's not the worst.
but it's not the worst.
It's not.
It's
and-
not the worst. It
I
had its
mean,
moments.
What's
It's
your
beautiful.
What's your
It's
worst?
just-
What's your worst?
We
It's
just-
always Captain Marvel.
We
dude.
already said there's
Yeah.
Thor: The Dark
Okay,
World
so
and Captain
we're
Marvel. Those
the-
are the bottoms.
No,
Like,
mine.
you
Captain
guys,
Marvel
you
is
guys
the
won't
worst. for
throw
me.
in like Iron Man 2 or
No, I don't mind Iron Man 2.
No,
I
because
don't-
there's
I
pieces
think
of it.
Iron Man
2
3
and
is
Iron
lower
Man
than
3,
Iron
yeah,
Man 2.
Iron Man,
Yeah, it is.
Iron Man 3 is but it's not that all the way down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like again, I've never gone back and I don't ever watch Thor: The Dark World, and I don't ever watch Captain Marvel. Those are the 2 movies that I don't watch. I just can't. I don't find them. I don't find them enjoyable. Like those are 2 big misses for me, right? And that's again saying I love all these Marvel movies, but those are movies that those 2 I will not watch, because
Yeah.
to me they're boring. They're boring movies.
Mm.
So, but make sure, guys, to like and subscribe and
I
follow
mean, everybody
us.
has their own taste, so watch it.
some people
Yeah.
like cucumbers pickled.
Huh? Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and follow us on Twitter The Screen Squad podcast.
Queen
Squad.
Squad.
Screen Squad.
Wait,
Queen Squad.
Wait,
The
Elmer
Screen
Fudd.
Squad
Elmer
podcast.
Fudd
Wanna
promoting
know
us
what
now?
did the Queen Squad?
At the Screen Squad. Yeah, make sure you guys
Screen
follow us.
Squad.
Oh, look, all my lower thirds are going crazy right now.
What?
Everything was hopping up on the screen right now. Stupid
Oh,
lower
sweet.
thirds.
Uh,
But
Queen Squad.
thank you guys for watching. This has been Vinny.
this is Ozzy.
This has been Egwa.
See you guys next week.
See you around, kid. Bye, Felicia. He's looking at you, kid. In case I don't see you.